in one of the most powerful, passionate speeches of the entire Torah, Yehuda Judah has to address the viceroy of Egypt and deal with the trumped-up charges that he and his brothers are thieves. They've been brought back to the palace by the soldiers, and supposedly Binyamin, the youngest brother whom they'd brought to prove their innocence, is now deemed to be the thief because the goblet is found having been placed in his satchel. How will Yehuda respond to these horrific circumstances? Well, Yehuda veers away from answering all of the questions that are supposedly at hand. Address innocence. Address the fact that you are not guilty, that you are not thieves, that you are not spies. Answer all the questions that are being put in front of the allegations that have been placed in front of them. But no, Yehuda for the first time speaks from the heart and from the soul. And he says, something is wrong with the questions. We came to buy wheat. And suddenly we are framed as being spies. We have to prove our innocence that we're not spies. The money is put back in our satchels and we bring back the money to prove that we're honest. And we still have to bring Binyamin. The allegations seem to be impossible to be the reality. We know that we are innocent. I'm not going to ask the questions as you frame them. I'm going to talk from the heart. We are brothers, the children of Jacob. He mentions his father no less than 10 times in this passionate speech. And he ends with the words, and how can I go back to my father? And the young lad, Binyamin, is not with us. We promised that we would bring him back safely and securely. Somehow the narrative of the entire encounter with Egypt and with the viceroy, who turns out to be their own brother, Joseph, changes when we speak from the heart. And it is no different today. The questions that are being asked and the allegations being made against our people, no matter how we respond to each of them, there are more, and they are more numerous, and they become more and more disassociated with reality. We are accused of being colonialists. We are being accused of desiring a genocide. We are being cruel. We are not caring about public opinion and about what the nations of the world have to say. And in actual fact, we are in our ancestral land. Today we commemorate the siege of Jerusalem at the time of King Solomon's temple, the first temple, which led to its destruction. And since then, numerous destructions. We fasted today and we digested the pain of thousands of years ago, but as it echoes through history and the blood-stained pages of the annals of the Jewish people. And we have to constantly answer for questions being placed against us for being the perpetrator rather than being the victim. So we need to speak from the heart and to say, we are Am Yisrael. We've been connected to this land for 3,000 years, from long before the major religions of the world were even thought of. We have a connection of having a temple there, the only people that ever had a capital in Jerusalem. We are trying to live peacefully. We're trying to make sure that everyone in the region is able to live their lives, but they desire genocide. They speak about removing the Jews from the river to the sea and being able to control the possibilities of the atrocities that took place on the 7th of October, and God forbid, do it again and again. Am Yisrael has to finally say to the world, we don't have to answer for why we are alone with so much negative opinion against us. We have always been alone. The negative opinion is not generated by what we do, but by an innate hatred that throughout the ages has been expressed against our people. We are tired of answering the questions and the allegations that you accuse us of. We need to express that we belong to Am Yisrael. We belong to each other. We belong to Hashem. We belong to this land. We are committed to the Torah. And we will do everything possible that can benefit the people around us too. But our survival is essential. How can we go back to parents, Vahanar, and the children, the captives, the people that were stolen from their bedrooms, Enenu Itanya, are not with us? We have a commitment to bring our brothers and our sisters home. We have a commitment to the future of our people that this atrocity will never happen again. And it is, in fact, the enemy that has embedded themselves amidst the civilian population, amidst the hospitals, and amidst the schools, and amidst all of those areas which we would want to respect as being a non-combatant military area. The enemy has chosen to bring the war into all of these places. They've built tunnels and security for the soldiers, but none for the residents and the people that they're meant to take care of. Let us stop having to feel that we need to answer the allegations and the questions being framed by the people who don't necessarily mean our good. We have to be true to ourselves and fulfill the mission of Am Yisrael. And hopefully, in securing peace for ourselves, we can also secure peace and security and longevity for all the citizens of the Middle East and of the world around us. Am Yisrael Chai. We know what we need to say from the heart and from the soul. And it is enough of answering the allegations and the questions as framed by people who mean us only harm. Am Yisrael Chai. Have a beautiful Shabbos.